Welcome to Maple Ridge Chrysler. My name is Jamarly, and today I'll be showing you this great 2015 Ram 3500 SLT 4x4 in bright white. Starting up here at the front of the vehicle, we will see our quad halogen headlamps. These headlamps bend more around to the side in order to increase your peripheral light. Down there at the bottom, we have our front towing hooks, and under this hood, we have a 5.7 liter Hemi-powered engine, as you can tell by this logo right here. Coming down to the tires, we have our 17-inch aluminum rims with our Firestone Transform tires. Coming up here, we have our mirror that has a indicator light on it. If we just bend it around to the side, I want to show you that it is a breakaway mirror that bends both to the front and to the back in order to get out of the way. If you hit something or someone hits it, it just won't break off. They're also heated, as you can tell by that sign right there. And it also has a convex mirror, which allows for greater vision along the side of the vehicle. Now, before we step into the vehicle, I just want to show you the remote. The remote is equipped with a lock button. You just press it once to lock the whole vehicle, and you press unlock once to unlock the whole vehicle. Now let's step inside. Here in the door, we have our power mirror controls, as well as our power window controls and power lock controls. The door has a great amount of space with cup holders and water bottle holders here, as well as one of the cabin speakers. To the left of the steering wheel, we have our headlamp controls, which we can actually set on auto and just forget it. It'll adjust according to the brightness of the day, as well as your high beams and your interior brightness displays. Down below, we have our parking brake release lever, as well as our parking brake. Now up here, we have our lever to adjust the height of the wheel. Now I'm just going to climb in, so bear with me for a moment. And I'm going to turn on the vehicle just by putting the key in the ignition. Now here we have our cluster display. In the cluster display, we have our tachometer on the left, our speedometer on the right, with our digital display in the middle. That's currently showing us what direction we're facing, the temperature outside, and our speed in kilometers, which can easily be changed to speed in miles. Going back, we can see our vehicle information, such as our transmission temperature, oil pressure, etc. Moving on, we can see our fuel economy, and so much more in this display. Now coming to the wheel, we have our voice recognition controls, as well as our remote to control the digital display in the cluster. These voice recognition controls control your phone via Bluetooth or USB remote. You can control your phone and answer your text message or your calls by keeping your hands on the wheel, increasing your safety. On this side, we as well have our cruise control buttons. Here's our shifter knob with our plus and minus in order to shift through gears manually. Here we have a 5.0 Uconnect screen that is actually a touch screen. We could touch through some radio stations. We can also switch to Sirius satellite radio. We can also connect media devices via USB auxiliary or Bluetooth, as I mentioned. We can pair a phone, which we're not going to do at this time. We also have our compass, our settings for more customization, as well as we can see the temperature or a clock. We can also turn off the screen. Below, we have our climate controls, our hazard button, our towing buttons, as well as our traction control. Over here, we have our four-wheel drive low, four-wheel drive lock, and two-wheel drive button, as well as our neutral. Here we have a DC plug, a drawer, and another DC plug over here, which is actually a USB power outlet. Over here we have two large glove compartments in the passenger side, and we have here our 3 large cup holders in the center, and we also have our auxiliary port and our USB port, along with another DC import, a DC plug. Now this center console turns into a seat in this 40-20-40 split, allowing you to seat 6 in this cabin. Above, we have our power control for our rear sliding window. And now we're just going to step around to the back to finish this walk around. I'd also like to mention that this seat is equipped with your back lumbar support right there, as well as it is a 6-way power adjusting. Here in the back seat, we'll see that the window folds all the way down, and the window control is right here. The door has a great amount of space in it, again with another one of the cabin speakers. In the back of this crew cab, we'll see a great amount of space, including some storage space under the floor with these removable inserts that actually can be used as coolers. Under the seat, we have here, well, under the seat there's storage, but also there's this armrest in the middle with cup holders. We have a 60-40 split in the back. We can use these legs to fold them out to store something on the flat surface all the way across the back, or we can simply fold that up and store something under the seat. Sorry, it was latched, but it's actually nice and easy to lift up. Now continuing around the back, we will see that there's a long box on this vehicle. There's a box liner. Here's the back. Thank you so much for doing this walk around of this 2015 Ram 3500 SLT 4x4. I hope you'll come down to Maple Ridge Chrysler to check out more new and used options. Remember, we have 0% financing, and we're closer than you think. Bye-bye.